Hello, everyone. It is I, Leah the Squirrel. I'm here with Nikki V and Voice of Reason.
I'm waving.
No! And last week, over 11 games were decided by 7 points or less. Last week was weird. Last week felt like week one.
Yeah, yeah. To say the least, I feel like we got the scores backwards. Like,
This should have the results should have been from week one, not week two.
I know it is definitely very weird because according to how we did, I was like, oh my god, comparatively
I was
from
only we were all like close together.
yeah until like the end because I mentioned this earlier that in order for all of us to tie, you had the Bears had to win, and
That
unfortunately that
and
didn't
even
happen.
then, it didn't happen. But also, that means I was only 1 point behind both of you, which is
Hmm.
weird.
Yeah, the only game that everyone got right was the Jets over the Titans, and even that
Hmm.
was a close game.
Well, that's if you include the coin. We
No,
all got the
we
we all
also
got the
yeah,
Seahawks. We all got the Chargers. We all got the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
barely got the Chiefs.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, what we call it, Bengals fans were having 2015 flashbacks to the other pass interference call.
Hmm hmm
Yep.
Yes, but
Do we want to jump into winners and losers?
well, just want to give the quick update on how we're doing so far. So, Nikki is 19 and 13. Leah, you're 15 and 17. The coin is 18 and 14, and I am 21 and 11. I just wanted to say that because I feel like gloating.
11.
Well done.
11 is a funny word.
Yes. All right. So winners and losers. I'll go first on this because you two, I believe, have the same winner.
Hmm
Okay. So my winner for this week. How about the Arizona Cardinals?
Um,
They are. They got to be fun.
Yeah, like again, that grit is carrying over from last season, and all of us, like I mean, no, they didn't like Marvin Harrison Jr. like the previous week got one catch for 4 yards. This week, oh look, he's open, throw. Oh look, he's open, throw. Oh look, he's open.
I also think part of it is Matthew Stafford and friends are not as good as we think.
Well, their entire offensive line is out.
That it's kind of like I think this is less the Cardinals were really good and more, or that Matthew Stafford and friends were really bad.
Okay, well, taking advantage of a depleted defense and a non-existent offense, that's one thing. But also keep in mind they also kept pace with the Bills last week, and look what they did to the Dolphins, even with Tua on the field.
Yeah, but Tua
Yeah.
just had a concussion.
I know, but up
Not for the
until
first three
that
quarters.
point,
He didn't.
yeah, up until
For the
that
first three
point.
quarters, it was. For the first 3 quarters, it was still 31-10, and then he got concussed, and then he had to leave.
Exactly.
But
But anyway, from
Right.
one bird team to the next, my loser is the Baltimore Ravens.
what is going on with?
I have no freaking clue. Like, I
The
saw.
Ravens have no excuse to be as bad as they are.
They are. It's funny because I saw a stat while I was watching the end of the Ravens Raiders game. They lead the league. I think they this is a recent stat, but they lead the league in most blown leads going into the fourth quarter when they lead by 7 or more points.
No lead is safe.
Like, normally we say that with the Falcons or the Chargers, but clearly the script is flipped currently. But we'll see how long that lasts with the Chargers and the Falcons, since the Falcons are going up against another bird team. Oh wait, no, they're going up. Oh right, they're going up against the Chiefs this week. But still, the Ravens should be a lot better than what their record says. That's why I have them as my loser of the week.
Mm-hmm. And your winner?
Oh, I already gave my winner, the Cardinals.
Ah.
All right. Now, you guys have joint winners, so go ahead and talk about your winners.
You go with what we both had as the winner, and then I'll come up with a different winner.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So my winner of the week is how I have 3 losers of the week.
What?
So my winner of the week is the Saints, because they mollywopped up to the fuck out of the Cowboys, and I'm so happy.
I love that word.
I gave you that word.
I know.
I'm proud of that.
It's a good word. I use it. But yeah, the Saints made the Cowboys look childish to a certain extent.
Mm-hmm.
At home.
I saw a stat the other day that said that the Saints have scored either a touchdown or a field goal on every single drive that they have played where Derek Carr was like on the field.
Yeah, you posted it in our Discord. 15 possessions, 15 scores.
Like, what has happened with this team? Like, you should have seen how people down here are treating the Saints. Like going into the season, we had no expectations. I thought they were going to be the worst team in the league, and like their offense is like turning it around like crazy.
Yeah,
they're undefeated.
The offense literally is undefeated.
Yeah,
they have never been stopped.
It's like a lot of people saying that the night and day between Pete Carmichael's offense and Clint Kubiak's offense. And
Pete Carmichael is wanted for war crimes in Louisiana.
Mm-hmm. So my losers, I should say, have 2. The reason I have 2 is I can't separate them.
Okay, between who and who?
My losers for teams not named the Panthers as are the Eagles' defense. Because how do you go from being 99% win chance to losing?
You falconed harder than the Falcons.
Exactly. You did that to the Falcons.
Like I just watched Utree's video regarding that game. It came down to 2 things. 1, Sirianni not going for the points in the 4th quarter, and the drop. And even Saquon admits that was on me. I should have caught that. That was an easy one. That no excuses for that. Now everything's on Sirianni.
Everyone, I think we need to start predicting who's going to get fired first.
Well, we could look at the odds as of now, because I think Saleh is now a little bit further away from that. I think it's right now it's Dable and, well, I'm not sure about Canales at this point, but right now it's definitely Brian Dable.
And he's the coach of
Giants.
I disagree. I think it's the Panthers.
Do you think
they're not going to fire their coach 2 games into the season when he is not like it's not his fault.
No,
I'm not saying a vegetable.
I'm saying he's going to be, if they don't turn it around, he's going to be the first one to go. That might be in 5 weeks from now.
Well, even still, they also signed him to a 6-year contract. So if they bop him after half a year, then the Panthers are like weapons grade dumb, which granted we can't rule out.
It's the Panthers. Have you seen their decisions recently?
I'm looking at first coach fired odds. Dayball is the easy front runner, plus 150. Second place, Zach Taylor from the Bengals.
We'll see after one more, because they should have an easy. because they should have an easier game this week, but you probably could have said the same thing last year because they also started out 0-2, and
I would say that their general manager needs to be fired first for like the fact that they're probably on the verge of losing both Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. So I would get rid of him. Like, he seems like the problem first. And then third place is a tie between Robert Saleh and Matt Eberflus.
I feel like the Bengals are only 0-2 because one of the two they faced was the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like, even though the Chiefs have been kind of bad their first two games, they still won.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I still think it's too early to call for Saleh. I mean, again, pretty average opponent for the Jets. I mean, they started off with going up against the best team in the league, and then going against the Titans. So they still have like somewhat of an easy schedule. But if they lose the easy games, then I'd put them a little higher on the hot seat. Dable has no fucking excuse though. And Leah, you said you had another loser as well, besides
I was making a joke about the fact that I shat on the Cowboys, I shat on the Panthers, and I shat on the Eagles defense.
Okay,
that's three.
Okay, okay, Nikki, your winners and losers.
Okay, so for my winner, I'm gonna go with a different NFC South team. How about the Buccaneers?
Yes.
Like Baker Mayfield has completed his redemption arc.
Mm-hmm.
They are a competent and scary team.
Yeah, like we all thought, like after Brady left, like that team was gonna be left in the dust. But and I am by no means a fan of who is the Bucs head coach? It's escaping me.
Not Bowles. Is it Bowles?
We have this other thing called the internet. We can check.
Yeah, it's Todd Bowles.
Yeah, no, it's Todd Bowles. I've never really been a Todd Bowles guy, but like he is doing right by this team, and they're doing well even without the quarterback whisperer that was Dave Canales. So like, yeah, this Bucs team, they might be legit. Like they might 4-seed just because someone in the NFC South has to go to the playoffs.
I think
South
they could
actually send two teams to the playoffs.
I think they could very easily. I don't see them winning in their division, but I do see them like making the wild card comfortably.
Well, given the Saints' trajectory, it's not impossible.
It's kind of like I'd be happy with either one of them winning because they both kind of deserve it.
Yeah,
they're both playing really well.
And Nikki, your loser.
I'm not above saying that the Panthers are my loser for the week because, good God.
See, I didn't say them because they were the easy choice.
I will happily take that low-hanging fruit. That low-hanging fruit looks delicious. Like, they gave the Chargers a passing attack. They made Quentin Johnson have cans. Like, what? We are in bizarre world. That's weird. Like, but yeah, it's got so bad that they've already benched Bryce Young.
I feel bad for Bryce Young. I really do.
Yeah.
It feels like they're benching him more just to not destroy his confidence.
Exactly.
I hope they're benching him so he can have a year to sit back, relax, and like get his head on his shoulders. So next year he comes back and is like a lot better. Yeah.
I saw a thing somewhere where some NFL pundit thing actually suggested a 3-way trade, which you don't see in the NFL too often. Basically sending Bryce Young to the Rams.
Okay.
The Rams would send Matthew Stafford to the Dolphins.
Ooh.
So that they'd have a quarterback while Tua's out. And then the Panthers would get like a couple of like early picks in the process, which doesn't feel like enough, but like at this point, like we need to rescue Bryce Young because like he feels like he should be better than like Jamarcus Russell, Achilles Smith, all-time terrible bust.
Yeah.
Like that shouldn't be his fate.
No, I
But
agree.
it looks like
it
it's gonna
feels
be.
like it's not, and it's 100% not his fault.
Mm-hmm. No, it's the fact that the Panthers are the place where quarterbacks go to die.
For
Like,
a long time, we thought that was the Bears, but no, apparently it's the Panthers.
it might still, but
We'll talk
But-
about we'll talk about the Bears when we get
Josh,
to our
we still have
predictions.
hope.
oh, don't worry, I still do have hope too. I'm just not convinced that like it won't go away. Anyway,
It
but
won't
yeah,
blow up in our face.
Yeah.
like,
Yes.
we've seen what Sam Darnold is doing in Minnesota, and what Baker is doing in Tampa. Like, you would have asked anybody how those two quarterbacks were doing after their time in Carolina. You would have just assumed, oh, yep, their careers are over.
I hear.
Oh yeah, that's Lawrence.
Hi, Lawrence.
Hello.
Now
Anyway.
you don't want him. I hear a cat meow and I'm like, yee!
I thought there was a door squeaking for a second. It's like is someone
No,
in the room.
I distinctively know the sound of a cat going, hey!
Yep. And now Cat is on my lap.
Good. Anyway, let's move on to finally the games of the week. Starting off with Thursday night, and it's another AFC East matchup. Patriots taking on the Jets. So, Patriots, they held their own against the Seahawks, almost pulling off an upset. Meanwhile, the Jets, hey, Aaron Rodgers got his official first win as a Jet. And, unless you count the Bills game where he only played 4 snaps, but yeah. But,
I don't count that.
okay, fair enough.
I don't think even he would count that.
It wouldn't even account enough. He didn't make enough plays to have a passer rating.
Pretty much.
That's fair. Okay.
Oh, did you
see
guys-
that SB Nation is?
I was about to say.
Did you see that SB Nation is doing the thing where they're like fixing passer rating?
Yes, I saw that and I was like, ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
I'm actually not subscribed to SB Nation.
You should.
Okay, so basically, like, there's these weird things in passer rate in the formula that comprises passer rating, where like each of the categories has artificial cap. So, like, say, I think for completion percentage, if you throw for more than 77.5% completion percentage, it caps right there. Like, if you throw
You
for
can't
80,
have
it gives you credit.
100%.
Yeah, it gives you credit for 77.5. So the guys from SB Nation are like basically taking every game that's ever happened and every quarterback that's thrown more than 20 passes in a game and like checking to see if there's any changes in their formula to find out what actually is the best
Their
quarterback
true
rating
passer
ever.
rating.
Interesting. Got
Oh yeah, it's
and they're
fascinating stuff.
so they're going through like all quarterbacks or like the high profile ones.
Every single quarterback, like basically, if you threw more than 20 passes in a game, that's all you need to do to qualify.
Yikes. Okay.
Did you
Yeah,
throw 20 passes in said game? It's counted.
Right.
Okay. So,
Yeah, they're checking every game.
All right. Okay, so regarding speaking of games, regarding this one, Jets first home game playing Thursday night should be a gritty matchup between the two defenses. Hopefully, the Jets will learn. Okay, if they're probably going to give the ball to Ramondre Stevenson. Let's stop the run. Let's focus on stopping the run. Well, let's see where it goes. Honestly, I could see this going either way, even though DraftKings says it's a -6 spread in favor of the Jets.
F it.
I feel like people aren't ready to buy into the Patriots because like they're starting a bridge quarterback. They don't have any high profile receivers at the moment, or really any skill position players that like probably went in the first 5 rounds of your typical fantasy football draft.
Fair.
But like And also the Jets, Aaron Rodgers, Garrett Wilson, big names, all this. I'm taking the Patriots.
I am also taking the Patriots because I feel like the Patriots, the Jets, when they have faced credible threats, lost. Where the Patriots actually won.
Okay, fair enough. Well,
Jets beat the Titans, but the Titans are kind of a middle of the road team or worse.
Okay.
The Jets lost to the 49ers, who are a credible team. Where the Patriots, they went up against the Bengals, beat them. Bengals nearly beat the Chiefs last week.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then they nearly and held close with the Seahawks. And I see I see the Seahawks in that same kind of
mid-tier.
Like that mid-tier of teams that the Jets are kind of stuck in.
All right, fair enough. I mean, this is honestly, yeah, I do think this is actually going to be a closer game than.
I think it's going to be a field goal game.
Yeah, probably. I'm going to call Patriots cover the spread, going with the under, but I'm going to homer this. I'm going to say the Jets. But I will not be surprised. I will not be surprised if the Pats come away with the win here. And the coin has agreed with you. They are picking the Patriots.
All
right. Next, moving on to the Sunday game. Starting off with Giants Browns. Okay, so Giants, they scored all the touchdowns and still lost.
I believe they are the first NFL team in history to score 3 touchdowns in a single game while giving up 0 touchdowns and losing in regulation.
Yeah.
They allowed 7.
Not good. Meanwhile, the Browns, they played the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think they played down to their level and almost lost because Browns defense is good, just their offense is so bad.
Yeah. It's a really bad sign when I'm looking at the quarterback competition and I see Daniel Jones on one side and I'm not sure he's the worst quarterback on the field.
The other thing is and this is a really weird thing, the quarterback market at the moment is nothing.
Like for free agents?
Yeah, for free agents, there's nothing out there.
Yeah, would you like Ryan Tannehill?
No.
Or nothing? Or nothing else? Honestly, I'm surprised that the Dolphins haven't re-signed him.
Yeah, that's the joke that's going around. It's like, yeah, we're probably going to get you and put you in, and
I think Tannehill still has PTSD from Adam Gase.
The bad man can't hurt you anymore.
I don't know who to pick here because the Giants are terrible, but the Browns aren't that much better.
No. I mean, it's 6.5 in favor of the Browns. I mean, which sounds right, given that.
I mean, yeah, but it also Browns are one of those teams that can very easily just walk out onto the field and be terrible for no apparent reason.
Oh, it's Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
You know what? Now I'm picking the Browns because I don't feel confident enough to pick the Giants again.
No. All right.
Did you pick the Giants earlier this year?
I picked them last week, remember?
Andy took them week 1 against the Vikings.
We did think Sam Darnold was going to be good.
See, the first week was because I was like, okay, the Vikings have lost like all their QBs. Makes sense to pick the Giants who actually have a QB. And then week 2, I was like, okay, the Commies and the Giants are both god-awful teams. It's a coin flip. And the funny thing is if their touchdowns had extra points added to them, it would have been a tie.
Yep. They lost Graham Gano where he got aggravated his injury from last year. And speaking of coin flips, they're also picking the Browns, even though it doesn't feel right. All right, next, we thought this was going to be a garbage game, could still be, but now everyone's our interests are peaked. Eagles Saints.
I'm picking the Saints again.
So yeah, So
it's hard not to.
Yeah. So yeah, Eagles, like I said, we said, choked against the Falcons. Saints did amazing things against the Cowboys.
Yes.
It was beautiful.
It was a very lovely game.
How I wish I could see Cowboys fans' face.
Like you look at Scooter's.
You can.
Well, you look at.
I was about to.
Like you look at Scooter's Google TikTok/Google Shorts.
I was about to say there's an entire YouTube channel where you can see what a Cowboys fan is currently looking like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. What's the sports line for this guy? Oh, actually, a lot closer.
ESPN bets saying New Orleans -2.5.
Yep. Same with DraftKings.
Like, that feels about right, because it feels like the Eagles are going to come out swinging, but, like, the Saints have had the best offense in the league so far this season, so, like, it's going to be a shootout.
Oh, yeah.
Over-under is 49.5.
Yeah, I'd still probably take the under on that one, but I think, Saints are favorites with this one, but I think I'll take the upset. I think the Eagles will make a comeback here.
Like, they kind of need to start because, like we said earlier, Nick Sirianni is definitely on the hot seat, and if he doesn't if he doesn't start getting wins, especially against good teams, like, he might be gone before the end of the season. Because, like, I get the feeling that he's not very popular in Philly because
I will say losing to good teams isn't as important as winning against bad teams.
Right. All right.
Like, I would, if I was them, I'd be like, okay, yeah, you lost to the Saints. They're a good team. You lost to the Eagles.
That being said, like, a win against a really good team would take some of the heat off of him.
Right.
Oh yeah, a win no matter what helps, but it's like it's more. I've always seen losing against teams you should beat as worse than losing to teams that you could theoretically lose to.
All right. So Nikki, who are you taking?
I'm gonna take the Saints. Like, it feels crazy, but it feels like the Saints have life again, which I was not expecting while they still had Dennis Allen as their head coach.
Yeah. Okay. Next, Texans taking on the Vikings. Both these teams are 2-0. Only one of them we thought was going to be 2-0.
Yeah.
So, Texans made mincemeat of Caleb Williams on Sunday night.
I don't want to talk about it.
36 pressures.
Hey, Chicago fans have a new public enemy number one. It's offensive line coach Chris Morgan. Heck that guy.
And
heck him to.
Yep. And on the opposite side, the Vikings beat the 49ers. Did anyone see that coming?
No, I didn't. I think.
I think all of us got that wrong. Yeah, including the coin. Yeah, we all picked the
49ers, yeah.
yeah.
Which is why I feel like that's more impressive than the Texans just beating us. Because
Yeah, because
they didn't beat us by much.
Well, that's because you have
Yeah,
a
we
really good
took that-
defense. That's because you have a really good defense.
yeah, but they
Yeah,
also have a really
and
good offense.
Hmm.
But yeah, so I don't know how I feel just yet. This one's gonna be tough. But I think I'm gonna go with the Texans.
Ooh, we have difference.
Yeah. Yeah, like I'm going with the Texans just because they have like the Texans feel like a team that is more stable. Like the Vikings, like they're doing well now and they beat the 49ers, but like I still feel like at the end of the day it's still Sam Darnold. And even if this is the best version of Sam Darnold that we're gonna see, like I would still take CJ Stroud over him in a heartbeat. So
Of course.
yeah,
That's the thing. I think I feel like this is the start of him being like, no, I'm a really good quarterback. Fuck you all. Pay me.
Oh, we'll see what happens, but the coin is selected the Vikings along with Leah, and so you're taking the Strouds.
Yep.
All right. Okay, next Broncos taking on the Buccaneers. So I guess
To the glue factory.
Finally, some one-sided clobberings.
Yeah, so I think I made my early prediction of, but what if Bo Nix sucks? I think I nailed that on the. I think I nailed that on
call.
the head. But then yeah. But then again, I was expecting the Broncos O line to be good since they had the third best last year.
I mean, they were defending a better quarterback.
Not by much. Yeah.
Jinx.
We were off sync, so it doesn't really count.
Damn it.
Sorry about that. Anyway, Buccaneers, they look good. Granted, what's his face got to Aiden Hutchinson got to Baker a lot, and they still ended up winning.
4.5 sacks.
Yeah.
Yep.
I believe was the final total.
Mm-hmm.
Like, holy shit. Like, that is going like it's crazy how Trayvon Walker jumped up to the number 1 overall, like off of a couple of good combine days. And he's all right, but Aiden Hutchinson is legitimately going to be like the next pass rusher of our generation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Jacksonville could have had him.
But nope, they decided to go Trayvon. Nope, they decided to go with Walker.
Yeah. Eventually people are going to stop just taking like crazy combines and like bumping people up off of those.
Yeah.
The only reason I would be like, oh yeah, the combine's really important is like for running backs and wide receivers.
Yeah. I'd also say quarterbacks as well, but mostly on I guess for how they maneuver, because once you see that they have like the second you see a stutter step, it's like, okay, that might be a concern. But anyway, I think we're all in on the Bucks outside of the coin, correct?
Yeah.
All right. Next. Okay.
Trayvon Walker's got 2 sacks so far. So I guess that's not the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, we're all picking the Bucks, right?
Yes, we are.
Okay, just making sure.
Yep.
Except
All right.
the coin.
Yes, they're picking the Broncos. All right, next, the Malik Willis revenge game. Packers taking on the Titans. So, Packers.
You wouldn't think this would be a revenge game.
Yeah.
Like, this would be high profile enough to be a revenge game, but here we are.
I know, but yeah, so, Packers. held their own against the Colts, and the Titans will Levis themselves. Did you? I didn't get a really chance to like see any of the game, but I saw the highlights of like Levis just making stupid mistakes, like the one like
Oh my
that one lateral to nobody.
And he's just on the ground with covering his head, just like, oh god, I'm gonna be a meme again.
But for the wrong reasons.
This is beautiful. Like, I wish I was a Titans fan just so I could experience. Actually, I'm kind of glad that I could just be an outside observer to the Titans, because if I was a Titans fan right now, I would be miserable. But like, holy shit, this is funny.
Yeah.
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 And the crazy thing is, the Titans are favored in this game.
Why?
Couldn't tell ya. By 1.5.
That's stupid.
Because people haven't. I think it's a similar reason for why certain games are higher than we think. They haven't made the betting people haven't made the realization that, oh no, actually they suck.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny. Like, I think Utri mentioned this. Like, this team could be 2-0. The problem is they just make stupid mistakes against not just like week 1 was against the Bears, week 2 was, and last week it was against the Jets. Just stupid offensive mistakes where the defense capitalizes. So
right.
So I don't know. This could be another situation where another stupid mistake and the Packers defense capitalizes, which is weird saying that because it's the Packers defense.
Yeah. Also, it's the game is in Tennessee, so like yeah, slight home field advantage, but I don't know.
But they lost yesterday. And they lost last weekend. They were home.
Yeah,
being home isn't as much of an advantage these days. Like, unless you're in a very particular place.
Right.
No, only certain teams actually have a home field advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like Lambeau in winter.
Exactly. Or, or Hard
Seahawks.
Yeah, or Hard Rock at the start of the season.
Yeah, or end of the season in Florida. If you're a northern team, because you're going from God, it's freezing to
I can actually work here. All right, but yeah. So I think everyone's picking the. So I'm picking the Packers. Lee's picking the Packers. Are you picking the Packers, Nikki?
Yeah, I'll take the Packers.
All right, Coin's taking the Titans.
It's less that I'm taking the Packers and more that I think the Titans are worse than people realize.
All right. Moving on. Okay, yours guys' game. Bears taking on the Colts. So
taking the Bears because I think this is the game Caleb finally goes, okay, I've got a handle of this NFL thing. Because he has been improving week to week.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes some QBs are like that, where he's a rookie, so maybe like I'm thinking, week 1, oh god, I'm in the NFL. Week 2, I'm in the NFL. Okay, still making some small mistakes. Heeks. Also against a good defense, and week 3. Okay, I'm here. I'm ready. I'm gonna go hard. And it's also the Colts.
I hope that's. Yeah, like it's gonna be interesting because I believe I saw somewhere the 3 teams that are giving up the most rushing yards in the league right now: the Colts, the Panthers, and the Rams. Care to guess who the Bears' next 3 opponents?
Colts, Rams, and who was the third team? Oh, Panthers. Excuse me.
Panthers.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's going to be. So at the very least, we're going to be able to like run the ball and get people like open up the run game, which would 3 straight games of that will give him some. Whew. Colts, Rams without everybody, Panthers, Jaguars, Commanders.
That's the thing. I think you could. I could very easily see Caleb going like having a good game this week, getting that little bit of confidence, and then converting that little bit of confidence into like 4 straight wins. Also,
Mm-hmm.
I want the AFC South to be tank division.
I mean, it feels like that could be in range because like Sins are gonna run away with it. They're gonna be really good, and then the Jaguars, the Colts. Okay. Well, they would be tank division if Houston like stopped being good.
Oh yeah, no, I'm saying the tank division because I'm thinking by the end of this week.
That is.
No,
I'm thinking by the end of this week, it's 3 teams at 0-3.
I don't think that really counts as tank division. Mm-hmm. It's more like this feels more like current like recent AFC West and like old AFC East because it's like Patriots and the rest or Chiefs and the rest. So.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what's currently going on with the AFC South at the moment. But I think this is probably the Colts' turnaround. This is their like they need to this win. They are home against the Bears. Like utilize the running attack as best they can, and just this is going to be like the breakout game where Richardson shows that he is a really good quarterback that should not be slept on. And the coin has agreed with me.
All right.
And now, Nick, you said you're taking the Bears?
I'm going to take the Bears.
All right.
Oh, Bears.
Okay. Next.
If the Bears can show that they have something like in this game, they could keep that going for the rest of the first half of the season, I think.
All right. Okay, next, another 2-0 game. This I did not expect. Chargers-Steelers. So, Steelers, they're bullshitting their way through their defense and their 1 touchdown. Chargers have a fucking run game.
I mean, I think we all kind of expected that when they brought on Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah, but
they were gonna run.
Yeah, but J.K. Dobbins is currently the rush leader. Like that
is something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm picking the Steelers. I don't know why. I just feel like the Steelers are going to go. I think we're going to get a repeat of 11-0 and then, oh God.
I don't know. Well, it's possible. I mean, they're still playing. I mean, they're currently still playing BS football, but honestly, it's their defense is just
BS football can work.
Yeah. But on the other hand, this is one game where I think the Chargers might have an edge, given I want to see more from Joe Alt. We saw him go up against Max Crosby, and he really didn't have any struggles going up against the Panthers. So now this is going to be his biggest test against TJ Watt. So if he can contain TJ Watt, he's gonna his offensive rookie numbers, they're gonna go up. He's gonna be at top 3 by the end of it, for rookie of the year. So I think I'm optimistic. I'm taking the Chargers.
I just don't know if the Steelers' offense is going to be enough to consistently if they can just be good for a full game, because Justin Fields has looked better with the Steelers than he did with the Bears, but it's in spurts, which Like he'll have like one or two really really good throws, and then just a few ones that leave you scratching your head. So I'm still gonna take the Chargers, but this game does intrigue me.
Okay, next was going to be a high-profile game, and then Tua got injured. Dolphins Seahawks.
So who are they rocking with at quarterback now? Is it still Skylar Thompson?
I assume. Yep. Yes. Yeah, Skylar Thompson's back in. Don't like the Dolphins' odds at the current moment. I think there's
like granted, didn't he kind of get them close to the like Tua got hurt I think last year, and Skylar Thompson like almost got them into the playoffs or something.
No, it was they got into the playoffs. It was 2022. They almost beat the Bills as the 7 seed. With Skylar Thompson.
Mm-hmm. And that was with Skylar Thompson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, it's interesting because the Dolphins have all of the pieces right there, sans the quarterback. Meanwhile, the Seahawks, like honestly, I think they're kind of in a similar situation to the Steelers. Like their defense is really good, but their offense is lacking, which is weird. It's just weird because I know they're without Kenneth Walker at the moment. But I don't know. Like I feel like this should be an easy win for the Seahawks, even though, Skylar Thompson could be considered a really good backup for Tua at this moment. So
they did sign Tyler Huntley off of the Ravens practice squad.
Okay, not a bad pickup.
I was about to say, does that not move you? They picked up a Pro Bowl quarterback.
Not a bad pick. It doesn't move me, mainly because I hate the Dolphins.
I think this is more. I think the Seahawks, even if Tua was perfectly fine, would still win.
Yeah, I'd probably take the Seahawks too. Like I am curious to see if Skylar Thompson is can do that kind of thing, but I don't know.
All right. Okay, let's move on to the 4:00 games. Starting off with, I'm sorry, Panthers Raiders.
We're gonna just skip this because Raiders are gonna win.
Yeah.
By a bunch.
Yeah, if they decide.
The Raiders offense kind of.
The Raiders. The only way I see the Raiders losing this game is if somehow a bunch of people get injured.
Yeah, Nick, what were you saying?
Like if there's a somehow Gardner Minshew is becoming a good quarterback again against all odds.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, wasn't Minshew on the Panthers at one point, or no? I'm thinking somebody else.
No, it was he went from the Jaguars to the Colts.
Right. Yes.
I think he was on the Eagles for a second too.
Yeah. Yes, he was. I was thinking of Baker. They both wear headbands. That's why I was like, wait, didn't he? Oh, right. Anyway. Okay. Anyway, speaking of former Baker teams, 49ers Rams. So
49ers are going to get revenge from last week.
Mm-hmm. Given that the Rams have nobody, I think this should be an easy win.
Yeah, I saw a thing somewhere where somebody was saying that maybe the Bears should trade the second round pick that they got from the Panthers, as well as their next year first, and trade it to the Rams to get Sean McVay.
Ooh.
Because even if the Rams had all of their pieces. Like they've got maybe a year or two left before their window closes, and Sean McVay isn't going to want to stick around for a rebuild. So go to a team with a good head or with a good young core and stuff. Like try to run it back.
All right. Well, the coin has selected the Rams. So
The coin is drunk.
Well, to be fair, yeah. Well, to be fair, this is Injury Bowl, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but one team's prepared to handle injuries, the others is not.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, next moving on. This actually could be game of the week. Lions-Cardinals. So, Lions have a really good defense, but still lost to Baker. Cardinals kind of have a really good offense, only second to maybe the Saints.
The connection between Kyler and Marvin Harrison Jr., like, that lasted all of one quarter, because, like, he got those 4 receptions for 130 yards, and I think the 2 touchdowns in the first quarter, and then nothing after that. So, there's some problems there. Still.
That is fair, but I mean, this is definitely going to be the get right game for the Lions. But on the Cardinals side, it's just the prove it game saying, going not just toe to toe, but finally getting over the hump and beating a Super Bowl caliber team.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is the? Oh, I closed out DraftKings. Of course I did. What's ESPN saying? Oh, never mind. You closed that out too. Didn't you?
It's Lions Cardinals. It's Lions by 3.
I actually agree with that. Like, I think this is going to be,
a close game.
Yeah, I think this will actually be a really close game. I'll probably take the under on that one at 51.5.
Yep.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think it's the highest over-under of the week as well.
That'd be correct. Yeah, honestly, I think this is definitely going to be game of the week, unless you count what's coming up next. But yeah, close game, but I'm going to take the Lions. I think this has to be their get-right game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I am inclined to agree. I think the Lions have the Cardinals are coming along, but I think that they're still at the point where they're going to struggle against elite teams, and I think that's the Lions right now. So I'll take it the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
See, I think the Cardinals. I agree with you, but I think this will be one of the few really good teams the Cardinals do beat.
All right.
Because they have to win a couple of those big games, and I just think it's early on in the season. Things are a bit wild at the moment, so the Cardinals picking up like a cheap win here isn't out of the realm of possibility.
Right. Okay. All right. Next, Battle of the Disappointments: Ravens-Cowboys.
Now we were saying that the Cardinals Lions was going to be game of the week. This is going to be Fox Sports America's game of the week
because Cowboys.
And because Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, we've got big names in this game. We got the Cowboys, we got Lamar, we got shots of Jerry Jones in the press box.
Is it possible for both teams to lose?
Yes, it's called a draw.
Yeah, I'm not talking about a draw. I mean both teams losing.
Like both of them end up with a 1 in the loss column after this.
both end up forfeiting because they.
I would classify it a loss if they drew, but they drew because both teams got a safety.
Oh. That
2-2.
Actually, no. That still be a win because I think that has not happened in Scorigami yet.
2-2?
That's a win for us.
All right. Well, it's funny because this is actually a toss-up. It -1 in favor of the Ravens.
I'm picking the Ravens solely because I want Cowboys fans to suffer.
I'm picking the Cowboys because I just know the Ravens are going to screw it up somehow.
Yeah. Like,
That's not out of the realm of possibility.
yeah, I'm under the impression that the Ravens are like going to use this as their get right game. Like the Cowboys are like they're exactly what we thought they'd be. Like they're like Dak is Dak. They have barely any running game. Like their defense can be gashed at a moment's notice, but like they've still got enough high profile players on there to make like big what's the thing Utree says about the Steelers? High end talent.
Oh yeah, high end talent. Yep.
To bail them out every so often. Like that's the Cowboys.
Yep. Okay, so I think I'm the only one not taking the Cowboys in this one. All right.
Oh, I'm taking the Ravens. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, Sunday night game. Sunday night. This could be like I thought this might be a trash one, but after what we saw last Monday, could be interesting. Chiefs Falcons. So
I disagree. For one very simple reason. I think this is the week the Chiefs start using all their weapons because they haven't been.
Well, also because Hollywood Brown and Isaiah Pacheco are out for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, Pacheco got his leg snapped.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, did he Sid Vicious that shit?
No, two people tackled him at the same time, one going one way, one going the other way, and his leg was in the middle.
Yeah, it sounds like a Dak injury, like that one Dak injury from a couple years ago.
I saw the video of it, and I was like, "Oh no, that's not how you tackle, guys."
Yeah.
Basically, he got chop blocked in the back of the leg, and someone tackled the front of him.
Oh. Yep, that'll do it.
He fractured his fibia.
Yeah, so Chiefs squeaked out a win against the Bengals. Falcons took advantage of a choking Eagles.
I feel like the Falcons are exactly the team I expected them to be, so they're going to lose this game. Haim, they didn't really win last week. The Eagles lost.
Like even if the Falcons keep it close, at this point the NFL is going full blown like, oh, let's get the Chiefs this three-peat. Like
undefeated season three-peat. Wow.
Yeah. Like I don't know if they'll get all the way to undefeated, but they will like win almost all their games, and come playoff time they'll run through the playoffs. Because God is dead.
All right. Well, we'll see. But the coin has selected the Falcons. Maybe they have some high hopes.
I said this earlier. The coin is drunk. Don't listen to it.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
did they take all the bird teams? Yeah, they took all the bird teams. They took the Eagles, they took the Seahawks, they took the Cardinals, they took the Ravens, and the Falcons.
The coin loves the birds.
Couple of bird nerds. All right, now moving on to. Oh wait, are you taking the Chiefs, Nikki?
Yeah,
right.
we're all taking the Chiefs.
All right, next moving on to Monday Night Football, and once again we have two games. First, playing at 7:30, Jaguars Bills.
Taking the Bills, the Jaguars are exactly the team I expected them to be.
Yeah, the Jaguars are bad. The whole Trevor Bank Stadium that was just asking to be defeated.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they basically defeated themselves because God knows the Browns weren't going to. And Bills. What rebuilding defense?
I mean, they still got Von Miller, so they win.
Yep, the coin's taking the Bills. That should be an easy one.
This might be a clean sweep.
Yep. And
Yep.
And finally playing at 8:15, the first place Commanders taking on the last place Bengals.
This doesn't feel right.
Yeah. I would like to introduce you to a world where things are backwards. Things are not as they may seem.
Also, this is the highest margin, and it's Bengals by 7.5.
Based on what?
I have no freaking clue.
Hopes and dreams.
What have the Bengals, or as you call them, the Bangles, done this year?
Shush.
No, to show that they are worth more than a touchdown favorite against anybody. I'm not even sure I would take the Bengals minus 7.5.
Because it's the Commanders.
I'm not even sure I would take the Bengals minus 7.5 against the Panthers. Actually, that's a lie. That's
I
a
was about
bold-faced
to
lie.
say, are you sure?
I take
That's a bold-faced lie.
Take him against the Giants. There, that's more reasonable.
Who is the UFL champion this year? Was it the Stallions?
Give me
Don't know.
Sec. Champions, that would be... Who won? Yep, Birmingham Stallions beat the Brahmas.
Yeah, okay. I might take the Bengals minus 7.5 against the Stallions, but I would need to really examine the evidence first.
I think maybe just maybe the Commanders are full of shit.
Wow.
It's possible, but hey, Gene Daniels is still outperforming like every single rookie quarterback. But then again, that's not saying a lot.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
This is a weird game. I'm taking the Bengals and I'm saying they're going to cover the spread because why not? Everything is chaos.
I'm picking the Bengals because I believe the Commanders should be a 1-2 team by week 3.
That feels right. And I don't want to just let this be a sweep. Like I want.
We've had a lot of differences.
I want the Monday night games to matter, but
they don't this week.
I cannot bring myself to do it. I'm taking the Bungles. Like,
if the Bungles bungle, they really deserve where they are.
If the Bungles do what their nickname says, they will be one of our losers of the week.
Yeah,
for sure.
Well, just putting it out there, they will be a loser of the week, guaranteed. If they do what we think they're gonna do.
Also, the coin took the commies.
Well, good on them. No complaints.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.